Good morning. Okay, let's go live over here. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know why I'm Periscope.
Don't
what? You're live
now.
now.
Like the other day. Oh, live.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so we're going to be talking security. We're going to be talking security today. If you do not have a home security system, if you don't have a security on your business, you're going to have to do something about that. We're going to talk about something personal, too, that has happened here in Flagler County with someone that we both know. So this is going to be great. It's going to be good. Do not go anywhere. All right, now this is the behind-the-scenes view. So you're going to get an opportunity to see our commercial breaks and see the chit-chat in between, okay? And this is Mike Richards from APS, Security and Fire. And I don't have my other tripod. And because I don't have my other tripod, you can't see both of us at the same time today. So we're just going to focus on him.
She's prettier.
You've seen me already, so we'll just focus on him. All right. Okay, Mark.
Mike.
I want to
Mark. Mark and Mike.
Mike. Yeah, that's right. Let me share this real quick on my page so I can get some viewers. And then we'll go right in. I wanted to look up something live. Boop, boop, boop. So, Mike, you excited?
Yes, can't you tell? It's
yeah, I
early
can tell.
Morning.
Well, I appreciate you coming in early. I'm going to share this on my page so other people can see it. And then we'll get started. Again, this is the behind-the-scenes view. And share. Mike, have your house ever been broken into?
No, it has not.
Okay.
My sister was broken into years ago, and that's back when I first got into the business. And one thing it did, she had to move. She couldn't live in the house after it happened. You know, they broke in, ransacked the house, took jewelry that belonged to our grandmother, and they just did more damage mentally than they did physically. But it was very traumatic if you've ever had your house broken into. Something you don't want to relive. I've been doing this going on 25 years, I guess. And I've been in every situation you could think of, and it's never a good feeling. I'd much rather get there before than after.
Makes sense. Okay. I just wanted to go on here. I wanted to see a Facebook post. All right, Mark, we can go on in. Oh, pause. Headphones.
Oh, I thought we were live.
We're just live.
Oh, why did you ask? Oh,
yeah.
I was carrying on like. Okay.
That's okay, because we gotta. That's all right. We're good. We are good to go. Okay, Mark. Let's try this again. All right. Good morning, wake up, good morning. Security, we're calling security this morning. I don't know where you are, but you need to get up. There might be a fire in your house, somebody may be breaking in. Do you have a security system? We're going to talk about that and a little bit more and something more personal today here on Today. We have Mike Richards from APS Security and Fire. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are y'all?
We're good. Security. I mean, no one thinks about having a security system until they need a security system. Would you agree?
I totally agree.
You know, why do people need a security system? It's something that we often talk about. And I know our listeners out there, some of them may have a security system and they fail to set the alarm when they walk out the house.
Correct.
Well, there's been a story, and I'm going to call her out, Sandra McDermott. You know Sandra.
Yes, I do.
I love Sandra. On Facebook on September the 1st, she posted something, and I'm going to read this. It says, "Please read. Our home was robbed last night sometime between 7:45 p.m. and 10:15 p.m. We were only gone out for dinner. Our rooms were destroyed like you see in movies. Almost every piece of jewelry was stolen and some other keepsakes. We are very grateful to the Flagler County Sheriff Office that searched our home and stayed with us until 2:30 a.m. They take home burglaries extremely serious. All of our doors were locked. They broke right through the door."
Several years.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that, well, you're in security, so you know these things happen, but she's extremely shook up about it.
It just takes one time. I've been doing this close to 25 years now, and I've never personally been broken into. My sister was broken into a number of years ago, and it shook her up so that she had to sell the house. She couldn't stay there. It was very uncomfortable.
Well, I had an opportunity. I spoke with Sandra this morning. I said, I have Mike on. We're going to talk security. I hope you don't mind if I share some of these personal things that have happened to you. And she wanted me to share it because she said that people are unaware. And the sheriff's department encouraged her to post it on social media, encouraged her to tell all her friends about it and repeat it, because a lot of us aren't listening. If it could happen to her, it could happen to anyone. She's lost $10,000 worth of items. And another thing she mentioned was if you do not have a picture of the item or a receipt, you're not going to get reimbursed by your insurance company. Mm-hmm. She did have an alarm system, but she didn't set her alarm. She didn't have lights on in the home. All these things came into play, and she was gone for a very short time.
Yep. I tell people it's just a little window. Someone's there to watch. You may not even notice them watching. You've got to keep your vigilance up all the time. I've lived in Palm Coast a number of years. It doesn't matter what area of Palm Coast you live in, whether it's in the R section, the E section, out at the hammocks. I've been to the hammocks where they've had break-ins. They don't come through the front gate usually. They come around through the back. Or sometimes their friends have brought them in through the front gate, that they live there. So you just never know when and how it's going to happen.
And it happens.
Always have your alarm system on. Mine's armed right now.
You own a security company, and you work for a security company,
yes.
And you have an alarm system, and it's on.
Yes.
Huh.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. So you believe in it. You know you need to have it. And everybody knows that you work for APS, but still, doesn't matter. Set your alarm.
Yes. And then you have the folks that it's never going to happen to them. That's what they think. Or if it does happen, I've got something for them when they come in.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not when it usually happens. They don't want to see you any more than you want to see them.
And besides, why would you want to risk injuring someone over just some items? Let's just be real. Someone breaking in your home trying to steal something. Why would you want to kill someone coming in your home? That it doesn't make sense when you can avoid that. And that's going to be traumatic all within itself. Everybody think, oh, I can take you out. But really, when you take another person's life, that's something that stays with you forever. When I spoke with Sandra this morning, because I called her this morning, she said that to remind everyone to keep lights on. How important is it to have lights on in a home, in addition to a security system?
It's very important. You don't have to have the house flooded with lights. Just have something on the inside. You can get one of those little timers at Lowe's. Mm-hmm. Put it on a light so that it comes on and comes off at different times. You don't have to flood the whole. It's good to have some outside lighting. Everybody knows that Palm Coast is at nighttime. It's pretty dark.
It's dark everywhere. So let's talk security.
Okay.
Why a security system? Now, I was looking at some statistics that there are approximately 2 million burglaries reported in the United States every year. That's a lot of burglary. 66% of them are residential break-ins. That's a lot. And homes without security systems are 3 times as likely to be burglarized. And 33% of residential assaults are the product of burglaries, meaning that someone broke in the house you were there, or you came home during a burglary, which could have happened to Sandra.
She's very lucky.
She is extremely
Very
lucky and blessed that that didn't happen. And despite all of that, 17% of U.S. homes have a security system. But that's still a small percentage.
Very
so
small.
Let's just walk this back. Let's say it was your security system in the home, it was armed, and a burglar broke the door. How would your system respond?
Well,
does it have an alarm? I mean, does it?
First of all, if someone kicked the door in, usually it's going to be around the back of the house. Sometimes it is the front. You hope that your neighbors would notice, but a lot of times they don't. But let's say they kick the door in. It's going to send a signal to the central station. By Florida law, we don't know if someone kicked the door in or if you opened the door by mistake. So by Florida law, I do have to make a couple of phone calls before I can dispatch the police. After that, the police are dispatched.
But there's an alarm going off.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's a loud siren, 95 decibels. It's very loud. It will tell the crook, hey, I need to move on. Now, if the crook wants to go in and grab the TV set, and get out, snatch and grab, that's on him. But the police are on their way.
I don't know how they're going to do a snatch and grab this time. Because first of all, remember the old big body TVs? How are you going to get that? And then those that have the flat screens, how are you going to get that out the door?
Hey, look, everybody's got different things. People don't know what's in your house. But, I mean, if they do want to go in, that's on them. But they're not going to stay in there. I mean, I've been in break-ins where they've broken in and they were there for a couple of days.
You kidding me?
Flagler Beach, very nice lady. Her husband had passed away, and she left for a couple of days, thinking the kids were going to watch out for the house, and they didn't. And
that's frightening.
The burglar stayed in there for a couple of days. They even scattered the man's ashes around the house. They locked the cat in the closet. Can you imagine a cat being in the closet for 2 days? What's going to happen? So yeah, it was pretty dramatic. So the last thing you want is them to be in there for a long period of time, taking a shower in your shower.
It's like a personal violation.
It is.
We're going to talk about some of those personal violations and how to avoid that, and get back to what the process is of having a security system. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. You're listening to Today with Pastor Jay.
I can come to the house and give a free.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Mark, how much time I have?
About 13.
Okay, we'll split it. You ready to go back in?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome back. We're talking security with Mike Richards from APS Security and Fire. And before the break, you mentioned that in Flagler Beach, that someone had broken into a woman's home, scattered the ashes of her husband, took a shower in her shower, put the cat in the closet, and I'm thinking security. That's horrible. It's a personal violation. That was one of the things Sandra mentioned. It was such a personal violation with having someone go through your things, take your stuff. She says she's suffering from a little PTSD now. She's in fear. She's trying to change all that. And one of the things that she's doing is upping her security. Now, I want to talk about that because now everyone got these little Ring things. They got their own little stuff, which it's nice to have a camera. It's nice to have a little alarm. But if it's not connected to a system, it's not connected to the police, not connected to the fire department. It's just, people know these things. Those that are burglars, they know these little systems. Oh, that's nothing. Oh, she just got a little Ring thing. Am I right?
You're exactly right. I mean, they're nice to have. It makes you feel good.
It makes you feel good. It may be a deterrent to just some regular person. Maybe.
Usually it's not the innocent person that comes up to the door to sell you meat. Okay. Or your neighbor. It's not the innocent person. You can spot one of those rings from the street. All you do is go around to the back of the house where nothing's happening.
You're right, because there's not a ring. No one puts a ring in the back of. I never thought about that.
Maybe that's what they'll start doing. I don't know. I have friends with Ring. I'll go up to it and ring the doorbell, and they not even know I'm there because they're napping or they're not close to their phone. That kind of thing.
That's true. So you can be napping in your home. You come up to the house, they ring the little doorbell thing.
Think you're not home.
Think you're not home. Break in your home while you're sleeping without an alarm system. It's so important to get a security system. Now let's talk about fire.
Yes, that's my biggest hot button.
That's your hot button.
Yes.
People don't think they need an alarm system for fire because they have smoke alarm in the house.
Most of the people have builders, smoke detectors. Those are ones that are in each room and outside each room. In the newer homes. But those aren't hooked to any kind of central station or anything like that. And I can't use those. I would put our own in. If you have pets, God forbid there's a fire and you ran to Publix. And what are your dogs going to do? Are they going to dial 911? No.
I never thought about that because a lot of they love their pets. Love their pets. They insure their pets. Look, they got their pet in their will. I mean,
unfortunately, it's happened. Mojo
and Cricket, they're not going to dial 911 if there's a fire if you're away. That's true. Just something as simple as going to the grocery store or getting an oil change on your car. You leave your pet at home. You don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. The beauty about smoke detectors, they're on 24/7. So if you don't set the alarm when you go to bed at night, or if you forget to set it while you go to Publix, the smoke detectors will still work. They'll dial out the central station, and we will dispatch fire trucks.
Now, I know you do free home investments, and you do businesses as well. You secure businesses, and you go around and do like a free estimate?
Yes, I do, of course.
And where's your office located?
We're in Daytona Beach on Bala Road. That's another beauty of our company. We're locally owned and operated. That's one of the reasons I've worked for the big box alarm companies in the past. Working for the smaller company, APS, I've always known of them. I just never thought about working there. But I love it. I mean, the owner is.
And what's a good contact number where they can call you?
Well, we have our office. It's 386-255-3498. Or if you want to call me directly, I'm at 386-225-0365.
Now, people are going to call you because they're going to think about the little pets. They're going to think about everything. Back to Sandra. When I spoke with her this morning, she was just horrified. Some things cannot be replaced. And she said her grandfather had been in the Rotary for years and years and years. And when he had, I'm going to get this straight, when he died, her grandmother gave her grandfather's Rotary pen when he was club president from all these years ago. It's gone. It's gone. Some of these things cannot be replaced.
Yeah, I've had people tell me, said, what are they going to get? I don't have anything.
They can get the sentimental stuff, for sure.
One lady's jewelry box was grabbed one time, and it had her children's baby teeth in it. How do you replace that? I was in a home one time where the man said, "Oh, I'm a big man. I don't need an alarm system." But the thing that got me was they stole my gator hat and took a 6-pack of beer.
All right.
But he said the thing that disturbed him the most was that they saw where his daughter sleeps.
Oh, now let's talk about that. That's true. All right. So they saw where the daughter sleep. That would be terrifying. That would shake you up. Where you sleep, how you live, what you have. They may have gone through all your personal belongings, your mail. You don't know how long they're going to be in the house now. So they may have your bank account numbers, your social security numbers, have all your information. You've gone just from a burglary to now someone may even steal your identity.
Yep. Also, Pastor Jay, you may not think about this, but I've gone to homes where they're not so concerned about somebody breaking out or breaking in, but they're breaking out.
Okay, explain that to me.
Your kids.
Oh, wow.
They're got that boy. Oh, they got that girl.
Well, let me
They're
tell
trying
you.
to crawl into that window when the parents aren't paying attention.
Well, I know someone. I'm not joking. She called me up. Pastor Jay talked me off the ledge. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? She came home one night. Well, she was home, and she went to go visit her daughter in her room. Hey, how you doing? How's everything going? They had been home all evening. It was a guy in the closet, butt naked in the closet. She was hot. He crawled in through a window. So I never thought it was people put in security system to avoid things like that. I can imagine.
Cameras, if you're
Now,
laying
let's
in
talk
bed,
about
you can do cameras. I have a different kind of cameras. I've got some of the IP cameras that will take clips whenever there's movement. It will hit your phone.
Okay.
Somebody walks up to the front door, or you can have them inside or outside. Or I have the standard cameras that a lot of people recognize are the ones that go on the outside of the house, and it has a recorder on the inside of the house. So if something happens, then you can take that those clips and give them to the sheriff. Who, by the way, our law enforcement under the direction of Rick Staley has been awesome. We're in Rotarians together, so.
Okay. Well, he has been awesome. That's one of the things that Sandra wanted me to mention is how the Flagler County Sheriff's Office has been phenomenal, contacting them as often as they can and giving them updates, making them feel secure, things like that. Sandra mentioned to me that this past week there were about 18 burglaries in the B section. I mean, it's on the rise. It's happening. You think in Flagler County there's no crime here? It's not happening. Oh, it's happening. It's happening to your neighbors, the person across the street, someone that may be in your club, in your church. We need to do better and have better security and watch out for each other. We're going to talk about that. We've got to take another break. I've got some sponsors. Let them get in. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. You're listening to Today with Pastor Jay.
Sev made a comment.
Okay. Mike is awesome. Oh, he said he has his security system because of you. Okay.
Well, he's switching over
Oh, nice.
in October when his contract's up with the other company.
Nice. Okay. Good deal. Pretty good. How much time I have?
4.
4 minutes. Okay, we have 4 minutes. In these 4 minutes, I've got to mention my sponsor because that's what I do. Hey, guys. Hey, if you want to buy a house, I'm telling you right now, before you buy a home, you need to call Steve Verrier. You know Steve?
Oh, yeah, Steve.
Yeah, you got to call Steve. I call him the money man. Call Steve, the Florida Mortgage Center, Caliber Home Loans, and get yourself pre-approved so he can tell you how much money you need. Okay, so we've got 4 minutes. I've got to mention Steve on the air, and then we need contact information. Anything that you want to go over that we didn't
I kind of wanted to mention some of our customers.
Okay, we'll mention
some
that.
people.
Good deal. All right, we'll do that. So I'm going to talk about Steve for a minute. I'm going to give your information, and then I'm going to ask you name some of the customers that use your services, that satisfy with your service. All right, we'll go back in. Welcome back. I want to give a shout out to Steve Verrier. I want to thank you for being a sponsor of Today with Pastor Jay. His number is 866-1112. Look.
Go Steve.
You know Steve, right?
I know Steve.
Before you buy a home, you better call Steve. Know how much money you got to spend. People always run into a realtor first. You need the money man. You need to call Steve. You can go to his website, thefloridamortgagecenter.com. What I love about it is it has a refinance advisor. Today's rates are on there. There's a debt calculator and a purchase assistant. So go to his website, thefloridamortgagecenter.com, or call him at 866-1112. So, Mike, I'm going to give out your number. You're with APS Security, Mike Richards. Call him at 386-225-0365. I'll also post that information on Today with Pastor Jay Facebook page, so you can get it there. So we only got a few minutes left. Who uses your services? I mean, just really, are you just a one-man band? You only have one house, your house, to secure? I mean,
no.
What's going on?
We have thousands of customers throughout Flagler, Volusia. We've got customers. It's Duval.
Okay.
Orlando area. Mm-hmm. So we're very well known.
Okay, so give me a name.
Some of my
Somebody might
customers
know.
are Edible Arrangements. She has 3 locations.
Oh, nice.
Yvonne is awesome over there. Tom Gibbs Chevrolet.
Okay.
That's
a pretty big. That's a big thing. Okay, I
Halifax
want to go over there and steal a car.
Hospitals. They have different places around town. Halifax hospitals. A number of different ALFs, assisted livings, because of fire. They have to have that. So if you know anybody doing an ALF, give me a call. Of course, our good friend Cindy Evans, State Farm.
That's right.
She's got 3 locations.
And Sept just chimed in on Facebook Live talking about how he's getting your services as well. So that's pretty cool.
Yes, go Sev. Thank you. A number of different Ace Hardwares. Zaxby's cameras just recently in the St. Augustine area. We just switched them out. They had some cheap cameras they put in themselves a few years ago.
So you will customize. That's another thing. You'll customize what a person needs. You'll give them as little or as much as they want, but you will advise them for free. You'll come in and do a free estimate, give a walkthrough, and say, look, this is what I think you need. But you're not obligated.
Not every house or every business is the same. You don't have to do Fort Knox and have every door and window in the house done. One thing good about our company is that we don't have long-term contracts.
I was going to ask you about that.
So,
are we stuck in contract for 15 years?
If you don't want a 3-year or 5-year contract with the other company, I don't care if they're going to give you something for free. Nothing's for free.
You're going to pay for it somewhere.
You're going to pay for it. The Ring doorbell, for example. You could go to Lowe's and get a Ring doorbell yourself and not keep paying a monthly fee for the rest of your life. Just one of my customers, and if you're not a member of the chamber, or if you want to be involved in the chamber, go over. They do an excellent job there.
Yeah, and they have the festival coming up, Creekside Festival coming up.
Creekside, that's a big event every year.
Yeah, so make
if you
sure,
want a booth so you can sell your goods.
Yes, get involved. And what Heather Edwards going to be on the show next week, so we'll get a chance to talk with her. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. You need security. You need to call Mike at 225-0365, APS Security. Call Mike Richards. Tell him Pastor Jay sent you. I know you're sitting there thinking, I don't need it. Well, you don't really know. Call Mike. He'll let you know. How about that?
I'll let you know. If you don't need it, I'll tell you too.
Yes. Well, there it is.
If you have an existing system, you can switch over. I have lots of people who get tired of the monthly increases. Switch over. Save some money.
That's true. That is true. Maybe you just want to add some cameras. You can do that too.
I can add cameras.
Or the fire. You can do that too. Call Mike. Don't let what happened to Sandra happen to you. Okay? All right. Thank you guys. And thank you so much for joining us. It's been great today. Remember, yesterday is gone. Tomorrow isn't promised. What are you going to do today? You're going to call APS Security and Fire and get yourself a system so you can be protected. God bless you. Have a great day. All right. Thank you guys for watching. It's been great. Gotta go. Thanks, Mike, for coming in. Remember, call Mike. 225-0365. Get yourself a security system. Get protected. Do not let happen to you what has happened to Sandra. She's completely shaken up about it. We need to be a little more proactive in protecting ourselves. God bless you. Have a great day.